Now, the internet cut in Cameroon's restive Anglophone regions is entering the 60th day, according to activists tracking the shutdown. Well, the reason for the total blackout was because of claims by government that social media was actively being used to spread false information and to incite members of the public against state institutions. A member of Commonwealth Journalists Association and editor Green Vision newspaper, Yanick Fonick, joins us via Skype now to discuss this. Thank you for joining us on TVC News.
Thank you.
Yes, in fact, is 60 days even apt enough to describe the internet blackout in those regions in Cameroon, knowing that in April the government said that it should give them internet after 93 days blackout?
Yes, it's quite unfortunate because economic activities, as we're speaking, is on a total halt in the southwest and northwest region, the perpetually English-speaking regions. Just to tell you that on Sunday, the 1st of October, at around 4:30 p.m., the government reduced the bandwidth of internet, not entirely cutting off, but this time around reducing the bandwidth of internet from 4G to 2G, and then made it in such a way that so many sites, like some social media sites, could not be accessed. Only if you have the virtual protocol network VPN. And since then, internet activities in the regions have been very slow, or to say the least, not available. And it has affected people very much. Unfortunately, or fortunately for the government, the state-run telephonic company, Camtel, seems to be having internet unperturbed. But then the other telephone network, the internet providers, have very limited internet. So it is really a sad situation, and many have been calling on the government to redress that situation, especially as the government had indicated that it would not cut any internet in the northwest and southwest region just days before it did so.
All right, now walk us through the plight of the people in these two regions, the northwest and southwest, what the government hopes to gain or has been gaining from trying to prevent the people from accessing internet.
Well, the government, like you indicated in the beginning, intended to reduce the bandwidth of internet so that English-speaking Cameroonians would not be sending images the government would term as disturbing to the outside public, especially on social media. You know, on October 1st, when there was this bloodbath in the northwest and southwest region, many images were coming to the internet, were going on social media, so the government had to take the decision. And the government thinks that reducing the bandwidth would prevent people from doing so. But I should tell you that many people from the English-speaking regions, especially those who are advocating for the cessation of the Anglophones, have devised new means of having these images published. I'm sure you out of Cameroon would have these images. If you click on the English-speaking regions, you have these images already on the social media. Because when these things happen, people film them and then go to the other regions, the French-speaking regions, and then send these images to the outside public. So effectively, the government is not having any gains, it's not making any gain from the cut, because those who are propagating for secession have devised new methods of doing so. So I think that the overall suffering falls on the common businessman, the cyber attendant, or those in hotels who need internet to carry out their various activities are the ones suffering. And paradoxically, they pay huge sums of taxes even as their economic activities are not booming. So the government is not winning, and the people are losing as well.
All right, a member of Commonwealth Journalists Association and editor of Green Vision newspaper, Yanick Fonick, thank you for your analysis